Well, finally, I have received the KuKirin X1. A brief talk about the specs before I share the unboxing experience. It's a 48 volt, 20.8 amp hour battery. It is a speed of up to 50 kilometers an hour, 40 kilometer max range, 1000 watt motor, 12 and 14 inch off-road wheels. Now, taking this out of the box can be a little bit tricky because it's actually the weight of the box itself is 60 kilograms and the weight of the X1 net weight is around 50 kilograms. So get a friend to help you. I will share some tips along with you in this video. So of course you get your usual tools, you get the foot pegs, you of course have your charger, and then of course you have a few nuts, bolts and everything else that you need. So don't worry, you can do this under an hour if you have some help. So take off the strap. As you see here, this releases the suspension. This is strapped down of course for transportation purposes. Loosen the screws on top here. This is to pop your handlebars on. As you can see, I'm actually using my own tools in this video because the tools supplied, to be honest, are not the best of quality, so buy better quality tools. Now of course, popping the handlebars on, there's only a few screws after you put the caps on, so you'll have that done in a matter of minutes. The next place is to actually pop on the rear shock suspension. This was a little bit tricky because I was on my own doing this and trying to record at the same time, but basically put your weight in the back of the bike and then you'll be able to pop that bolt through. You can see on the right side there's actually a cable that gets in the way when I try to tighten the suspension. So there's only two screws holding that cable, so just take off that cable if you are having trouble. So after you put the nut on the opposite side, after the bolt is slid through, use a good ratchet and a spanner on the opposite side to get a good tight squeeze. You can see the cable there that of course I just completely removed to make sure everything was good and tight. And then of course I just put it back to the way it was, as you can see here. That would definitely be a top tip that I can give you. You can actually see the motor in the middle of the X1 there. A very nice placement in the middle. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. Now the mudguard is very easy to put on. You only have 3 screws that actually go underneath. And yeah, again, just take your time doing this. There's no need to over tighten anything as well, because at the end of the day you don't want to strip anything out, and keep everything straight when you are doing it. Take of course off the front bolt, as you can see here, because you will need that, so don't throw that away. You got 2 spacers. The biggest spacer goes on the right hand side of the X1 and the smaller spacer goes on the left hand side. Again, it was a bit tricky here. Normally when I'm assembling e-bikes I turn them upside down to put on the front wheel, but in this case I was recording as well, so I just popped the bolts through with a rubber mallet so I didn't damage anything. Again, make sure everything is good and tight here and use correct tools. Again, don't strip anything because that would be a nightmare. Popping the brake caliper on here is again very easy. You just have a couple of screws to put on and then spin the wheel after you have everything good and tight to make sure that it is spinning freely and not rubbing off anything. I was quite impressed with the brake calipers on this X1 taken out of the box because they are very chunky. Now this part here is a bit flimsy on the e-bike. It's basically just to hold the cable off to one side, and it is only made of plastic, and the Phillips screws that's supplied are not the best. So in this case I actually use a few of the tie wraps you get with the e-bike just for safety. The last thing you want is a cable basically catching on those wheels and then you have bigger problems. So again, take your time, pop a few cable ties on it and make sure you know everything is good and tight, so you're basically nothing to worry about, because the idea of the X1 is that you're taking it off-road, you're having fun, and of course, you know, sometimes you can probably just get carried away. Next thing is the foot pegs. Very easy to put on. 2 screws, as you can see here. Again, don't over tighten them. They seem to be built really well, and that huge chain at the back of the X1, which is very nice. It's basically the cable management as well is all color coded, so just make sure you connect everything correctly. This will only take you a few minutes. Now I did make this mistake. The bike wasn't turning on. Then I realized that the battery was actually disconnected for shipping purposes. So use your key, take off the seat, pop in the power cable as you can see right here. Carefully, make sure it is fully seated in, and then just press the on button, which is straight to the right hand side there, and then pop your seat back on, and then the bike turns on. You do have, I think they're like a magnetic kill switch, so you need that magnet, as you can see here, to actually use the bike. Did you ever get that feeling when you were young and you woke up on Christmas Day and you were very excited? Well, this has me excited. Okay, it's not as big as a Sauron, but I have a feeling, that I'm gonna have fun on this. Okay, it says it has a 2000 watt peak motor and a 48 volt battery and twist throttle, suspension, a very comfortable seat, and full hydraulic brakes, removable battery, foot pegs. It's off-road use only, so I'm going to have to find a track near me. Don't want to talk much about it now. That will be in the full review, so keep an eye out for that. But for now, if you have enjoyed this unboxing video, please, give me a like, because it took me a while to put this together, doing all the camera angles. And I have to say, just take a look. Whoa! I am going to have a blast on this X1. I'll see you in the full review.